Hey guys, Luther here with YakAttack. Been waiting for this one for a long time. This is our new rod holder. We're calling it Omega. Omega being the last letter of the Greek alphabet, and this being the last rod holder you'll ever need. We're going to go through this thing really quickly, show you guys a little bit about the features. Some of you may have seen some of this at the trade shows, but we left the trade shows. We stumbled on something pretty amazing with the mounting system. We threw all that tooling in the trash and we started over. So what you're going to see here with this mounting system is the first time it's ever been seen. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the track mount. Okay, so first we're going to take the track base. We're just going to loosen up the little middle part here. And you can see we just separate the T-bolt just like we would with any of our T-bolt accessories. You can see top loading gear track, no problem. Attaches easily, remove easily. The new Mighty Mount XL, if you haven't heard about this, you're going to be hearing about it a lot more pretty soon. Same thing, attaches easily to there. And then of course on this live paddle board, we have GTSL. So we just slide the track adapter right into the GTSL. Hand tighten, that's all you got to do. Again, this would be the same as any of the other T-bolt accessories that you've seen from YakAttack or the other products in the industry that we've influenced. Okay, now that we've got the track base installed, the next step, we're just going to install the rod holder. We've got our lever here in the open position. We're going to drop the rod right onto the track adapter and close the lever. Now at this point, this is completely secure. It's completely non-rotating. Fish could hit it, you know, whatever. It's not going to move around. You can't tighten it. You can't loosen it. It's completely secure to the track. Now, out on the water, we might want to adjust the angle. Typically, you're going to loosen something or pull something up or do all these kinds of things. With the LockNLoad mounting system, it's a lot easier than that. What we're going to do is we're going to squeeze the lever. You can see when I squeeze the lever, the rod holder lifted up automatically. At this point, I'm in an adjustment mode. As long as I hold this lever, I'm in an adjustment mode. I can turn this in, I think it's 32 different positions in 360 degrees. So very fine adjustment. And what's really super cool about it is in this adjustment mode, this thing's completely secure. I can't remove it. If a fish hit it, it can't remove it. It's completely secure. So during adjustment, you don't have to worry about anything falling off your boat. I'm gonna rotate this to where I want it and I'm gonna let go. When I let go, the rod holder automatically sits back down. It's actually cammed down. There's some mechanism on the inside that does that. And again, I'm completely secure. So really quick on the fly adjustment to any position you want. Super fine adjustment intervals. Now when I get done at the end of the day, I want to rig down. Once again, I'm just going to open the lever, remove the rod holder, we're good to go. One of the things that we wanted to be really careful about, since we had a lever, is we didn't want you to be able to accidentally bump this lever with a paddle or a fishing rod or anything else out on the water and accidentally lose your rod holder and whatever's in it. So we've actually got kind of a trigger concept, similar to what you've seen on some handguns. So we've got a safety lever on the inside here. If I just pull this main lever on the outside, I can't open this thing. It's not going to open from just being bumped. But if I put my finger under the safety, I pull it up and I release both together, it comes right open. So you've got a little bit of added gear security there. So this is our standard model. People have heard us talk about the Versa. That was the original name for this. Once we really got through it, we decided that that wasn't really a name that fit. Omega is what we're going with. So this is your standard Omega, and you've got the Omega Pro. And the difference between the Omega and the Omega Pro, as you can see, the Pro is sitting a little bit prouder here. It's got the extension arm on it. That's going to give you more articulation. It's going to let you get your reels farther away from the ocean or farther outboard. We've also got a 90-degree connector that's sold separately that will actually take this rod holder and turn it 90 degrees to the extension arm, which opens up even more interesting opportunities. And when you want to adjust the angle of any of these connections here, all you do is you loosen the knob. Now you can see I've loosened the knob, but the thing didn't just flop all over the place. It's actually still kind of held in place. I can hit my different angles here. It's got little teeth that it's going to lock into, but there's a spring in here that's keeping it from just flopping. So you get it adjusted to where you want, and then you tighten it back up. Same thing with this joint down here. Get it to where I want it. Snug it right back down. So all of the adjustments really quick, really easy, and we try to do what we could to make it user friendly. You know, we don't want to loosen the knob and everything just falls all apart. So adding the spring in there makes it a whole lot easier, makes things kind of hold their shape a whole lot better. So that's it for the mounting system. Again, super simple, super secure, super strong. We're really proud of this. It's literally one of the coolest mechanical pieces that we've ever done for sure, and that I've ever seen in my career. It's super clever, super simple. The design engineer that put this together literally spent months refining it, getting all the kinks worked out, and what we've got here is pretty amazing. So now let's look at the rod holder itself. At the end of the day, that's what we're wanting to do with this, is hold fishing rods. So first thing you're going to notice, rotating collar, rotates at 360 degrees infinitely. You don't have to worry about which direction you turn it, or you know, it's not going to stop at a certain place, then you got to go back the other way. You can just turn it whichever way you want to get it lined up the way you want it. So the first thing we want to look at is the compatibility of a fly rod. There are a lot of rod holders on the market that are made for fly rods. There's a couple that advertise universal compatibility. I think this one is probably the most universally compatible I've seen. It's really simple. It doesn't matter whether you have a long rod butt or like a fighting butt, or whether you have a short one. The way that this thing nestles into the rod holder, it just drops right into the slot. You can see even with this super short rod butt, it's sticking out, and I can't push it forward because it's located in that slot. So this thing's completely secure. I can take it, rotate to the other side. I've got the same feature on the other side. So it doesn't matter which way I turn it. And then if I want that little bit of extra security, you know, just rotate the collar. You can do that with any of the rods. So I'm just gonna take that out. We'll take a look at the bait caster. So drop into this cradle, can lock it in place. It's got a feature that holds the trigger, so even with this open, if something's pulling on it, it doesn't want to come out, because there's a little feature inside here that locks with the trigger. Can also go to the secondary cradle position. If I'm in a higher position, it'll just kind of nestle right here in the back of the rod holder. And then you can pretty much use this thing like a rod tube. You know, if I close the collar, now it functions pretty much just like a rod tube. Easy in, easy out. No locking in needed. So just a lot of different options with the bait caster. And then the same thing with the spinning reel. Gonna open my collar here. You'll notice the slot, it extends past the collar, and that's for the neck of the spinning reel, because when we want to secure this thing, now we can push it all the way to the back, we can rotate the collar, and now that spinning reel can't come out because the neck is entrapped by the collar. So you've got that position. You can also do the kind of out the side to get a little bit more height off the deck or off of the salt water if you want. Or once again, close this collar off and just use it like a standard rod tube. So, you know, a lot of changes in 2017. Among the biggest is, you know, our mounting system has changed. Our rod holders have changed. We've got a lot of new products coming online. We're completely free to now solve every application the way that YakAttack does it. I think this is a really good representation of what's to come. We pulled all the stops on this. I mean, we have literally left nothing on the table, spared no expense, scrapped some tooling, started over a couple of times, and we have what I believe is the best mounting system that's ever been made and the best rod holder that's ever been made. So these are going to start shipping around December 1st. Call your local dealer, make sure they've got some order so you can check them out, get some for yourself. If you have any questions, as always, give us a call at the shop. We'd be happy to help you out. Shoot us an email, info@yakattack.us, or visit us on any of our social media. We tend to be pretty responsive there as well. Again, Omega rod holder, lock and load mounting system. Check it out, December 1st, 2017.